Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another exciting and educational career guidance interview. My name is Noglunga Matos, and I'll be your host on behalf of the Zizo Lusiki Foundation. If it's your first time joining us, welcome to the family. And if you need any assistance with career guidance, applying to tertiary institution, or even bursaries, you are at the right place. Be sure to contact us via email, which is liratosakirifoundation@gmail.com, or via our social media platforms, which I will leave at the end of this interview. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce today's guest speaker, who is holding a Bachelor of Science degree in cell biology and genetics, as well as a Bachelor of Science honors degree in genetics from the University of KwaZulu-Natal. She is currently pursuing her master's in human genetics at the University of Cape Town and is passionate about genetics, youth and women empowerment, especially in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, better known as STEM. She's here to tell us all about Bachelor of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics. Please help me welcome the lovely Zizo Lusiki. Good afternoon, Zizo. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Hello, hi.
I am very well.
I'm sorry, I just had.
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for taking some time off your very busy schedule to be with us today.
No, thank you also for inviting me and having me come and share whatever knowledge I can.
Thank you so much. So without further ado, can you just please tell us a bit about yourself and the name of the course that you'll be talking to us about this afternoon?
Okay, so as you said, my name is Zizo Lusiki, and I'm originally from the Eastern Cape, but I studied in KZN, where I did my BSc in cell biology and genetics and an honors in genetics at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and I'm currently doing my master's at the University of Cape Town. And I'm going to be talking about a Bachelor of Science and in cell biology and genetics.
Well, thank you so much. And as you mentioned that you'll be talking about the Bachelor of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics, can you just please share with us what this course is about?
Okay, so Bachelor of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics is a double major where you're just studying living organisms, basically biology like life science in high school. And the cell biology side of life is just where you study more about life at the cellular level and do like techniques on how to view cells and all of that, microscopy and all of that. And then the genetic side is the study of hereditary and how genes are involved in certain diseases and all of that. And you also do some other molecular techniques there as well. Yeah, but in a nutshell, it comes and it's just a study of living organisms.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting. And on that note, can you also highlight for us the subjects that are required to study this course?
Okay, so at a high school level, you need to have done mathematics, pure maths. You need to have English, and you also life science, agriculture, or physics, or any one of these three. You don't have to have all of them, just any one of them, and then you're good to go.
I always say, that having subjects required to study any course is not as important as the points required. So can you just please share with us the points, or rather the APS points required to be enrolled for this course?
Okay, so the minimum points required to enroll for a BSc in LES, the one that I'm doing, is 28 points up to 48. But I would advise that student learners aim for like a 34, because competition is very hard, and with a 28 it will be hard to get in. So aim for a good 34 or 30 something, and then but the minimum is 28.
So, for someone who is passionate about your course but does not meet the minimum requirements, are there other alternative ways to study this course?
Yes, UKZN has a BSc augmented program that Santa also talked about. So for my stream as well, you can do that BSc augmented program, which then extends your degree to 4 years. The first year, they say it's more or less like matric year, but you do science courses, maths, and I think there's one English course. And then you join the mainstream for second year going upwards. So there is a route that you can take.
Oh, okay. And what is the duration of this course?
Okay, so the main one, BSc LES, on its own is 3 years. But if you go through the augmented route, it becomes 4 years, just adds 1 more year.
Oh, and can you just also please share with us the other institutions that actually offer this course?
Okay, so UKZN actually doesn't offer genetics as a standalone, also biology as a standalone degree. But I do know that in UP, University of the Witwatersrand, UCT, UFS, and what's this other, the third one? Stellenbosch. You can get cell biology or genetics as individual degrees, you don't do them as a double major. And yeah, and there's a lot of variety there. You can do molecular genetics, molecular biology. There's a variety in those different institutions. Anyone is interested in one of the majors, I would strongly advise they apply to those institutions as well, because it's more structured. Yeah.
And so for someone who has completed their degree in cell biology and genetics, can you just please share with us about the employability of this course?
Okay, so as we know, it's a science, right? Biology falls under science, and science is a very scarce skill, as Snantanta mentioned last week as well. So there's a lot of opportunities in terms of like internships and like in research institutions, your CSIRs, your what others, CRISP, but a lot of even the ones based at universities, when you're done with your degree, they just want your a BSc in anything, because the science is the same, things you learn is the same. But more specifically towards genetics, then you can also work at SAPS if you do forensic genetics. You can work there. If you do more medical stuff, you can work at Lancet and other pathology labs. You have opportunities there as well. And if you did more agricultural stuff, you can work in farms. You can work at Lovo. I remember when I was in my honors, they came to UKZN to tell us that they had an internship, they have spaces, they have graduate programs. So basically, the employability of this degree is quite decent. And with COVID, the opportunities have also increased a lot. Yeah, so, because
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, true. So, as people, we have many choices to choose from, especially when it comes to choosing career paths. And one of the advantages is that your points allowed you to study any course. So out of all the choices that you had and still have, why did you choose Bachelor of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics?
Okay. Yeah, so as I said, as you said, I'm very passionate about genetics. Started in high school in life science. It probably was one of the sections that was so easy for me. I was like, there's no way. Life science has been mooring me my whole entire high school career. And then suddenly there's an easy section. I was like, this is my goal. It made so much sense. And so when I applied for this degree, I actually didn't even know what I was gonna do. I didn't even know, but I just saw there in the brackets that you can major in genetics. I was like, I'm there. So yeah, I chose it because of the passion, and just the whole genetics field resonates so much with me, especially it being about the study of heritability. I've always been interested about these things of like how we told that we got certain things from our parents, we inherited this from our parents, and only to find that there's a science that actually explains it, like the probability of you getting the gene of being short from your parent or being tall, So all of that for me was the main driver. And then also getting an offer with funding, because I won't lie, it wasn't one of my first options. But because, as you said, I had options and all of that, and it came with funding, again, elucidating to what I said about science being scarce and having a lot of opportunities. That was just like, okay, it's God. He's confirming it that if this is your route, the funding, the passion, and everything. I was like, yeah, let me pursue this. So yeah.
Oh wow, thank you so much. That was very well said. And just to top up our interview, for a learner that is thinking of considering the environment, who's thinking of considering Bachelor of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics, can you please give us some fun facts of the course that you did?
Okay. First, I don't know if you saw, like, I don't know, for me, everything is interesting. Like each day, every day, I'm like, whoa, genes are very important. Genes are a big deal every day. But okay, so in third year, we learned about this human genome project, where basically a group of scientists from, like, abroad, they got together and they aimed at studying each and every one of our genes. And that is called the genome, like a collective of our genes. It's called the genome. So this human genome project has been able to annotate or to identify about 22,000 genes that are to be like part of our genome as humans. And that has helped answer a lot of questions, even like, there were a lot of things that we're still not sure about, but we're like, it could be from a gene, but because of this, now we know a lot more about how much genes actually, affect our lives, and especially in terms of diseases as well. And they're not only involved in cancer, even in like diabetes, it's a heritable disease. It's not just Down syndrome, even HIV, there are genes that are known to help, help HIV, grow more in certain people and then compared to other people. So that's the coolest thing for me, like how the impact that it has, even in HIV, your genes are also involved in HIV, I don't know, but yeah, for me, that's the
interesting. That is quite interesting, I must say.
Yeah.
So we've sadly come to the end of our interview. Thank you so much to our speaker, Zizo Lusiki, who is holding a Bachelor of Science degree in Cell Biology and Genetics. So Zizo, before I let you go, can you just please tell us the best place for people to connect with you on social media?
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, I am on Instagram, Zizo_Lusiki, and on Twitter, it's ZEE underscore capital letter L underscore. So yeah, that's the two platforms that I'm most active on. I do have a Facebook account, also Zizo Lusiki, just Zizo Lusiki, but it's not as active. Best place is Instagram and
Twitter.
And Twitter. Yeah.
So thank you so much. And to our viewers, you can also follow the Lerato Sakili Foundation on Instagram, and also tell your friends to tell their friends to follow us at Lerato Sakili Foundation, and also like our page on Facebook, which is Lerato Sakili Foundation. You can also follow us on Twitter at LSFNPO, LSFNPO. And you can also follow your host, Noglunga Majozi, on Instagram as Meti Girl Majozi. You can also follow me on Facebook at Meti Girl Majozi. Thank you so much to Miss Zizo Lusiki for joining us today. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. Don't forget to comment or ask any questions that you might have, or even request any career guidance that you want on the comment section. And as the Lerato Sakili Foundation, we promise to attend to those questions. Just a quick reminder that the Lerato Sakili Foundation has started posting twice a week, which is every Tuesday and Friday. So don't forget to tune in next week, Tuesday and Friday, same time, same place, for another exciting career guidance interview brought to you by the Lerato Sakili Foundation. So that's it from our speaker, Miss Zizo Lusiki, and myself, Noglunga Majozi, on behalf of the Lerato Sakili Foundation. Good night.
Bye.